starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
You like watching people get fucked for free?
Bong Rips and Video Games is a comedy and entertainment podcast intended for mature audiences only. This show contains adult language, explicit conversations, and cannabis-related content. Viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. All discussions involving cannabis, its effects, uses, risks, and general information are shared from the perspective of enthusiasts, not scientists or medical professionals. We are not providing medical, legal, or scientific advice. We base our conversations on publicly available studies, personal experience, and our own opinions. Everyone reacts differently, and we strongly encourage listeners to research responsibly and consult qualified professionals when making decisions related to cannabis. This podcast may include commentary, criticism, and discussion of games, media, trailers, and other copyrighted material. Such content is used under the principles of fair use for purposes of review, commentary, and education. By watching or listening, you acknowledge that the host's opinions are their own. Content is intended for entertainment, and nothing stated in the show should be taken as professional guidance of any kind.
Turn it.
On time. What's going on, everybody? We're fucking back, and it's BRVG in the fucking house. BRVG is back, and we're back in black, baby. How you feeling today? How do you feel to be back?
That's bright. Hold on, let me fix that. That was insane.
I thought my new light went through your screen for a second.
Almost. You look good though. You're.
It's just the light. It's just the light. Because remember that light I was playing with the other day?
Yeah.
We found the plug for it, so I got it hanging up above, but like it's a little too. It gets a little because if I bring it down here, right?
Oh yeah, no, you're luminous.
I start looking like I haven't seen the sun in weeks and shit like that, and you know, I've seen the sun. I swear. So we're just gonna bring that up just a little bit like that. But I mean, we got it going. We got it going. You know, I could see you too. How the hell are you doing?
Interesting background, I'll say. Very, very interesting background. You're always surprising me with your shit behind you. So it's pretty cool.
I keep on finding shit on Pixabay. They have it has non-copyright motion backgrounds and photos and stuff that you could use for backgrounds and stuff like that. So like I'm always looking for new backgrounds. I actually got like 6 of them today. I just wanted to use this one because it's got like hot dogs and stuff behind me.
Well, speaking of backgrounds, guys, if you noticed, we got a new fucking background here. Compliments of Clean Sanchez himself, who worked on this piece, and I'm fucking digging it. I love the color. I love
pull it up front.
I love that. Look at that. Look at that. You got that fucking that high element. It makes you feel heat.
The only thing that's not mine is the smoke element. I actually had to find that like through an effects pack to add that in there because you know you can't have a BRVG background without smoke in it. You know,
it's possible. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, been fucking gaming.
But I appreciate it though. That's
a fucking loot. Credit where it's due, man. Credit where it's due.
You should see the purple one I made before JM and Diggs changed to red and blue.
Fucking bastard.
But yeah, go ahead.
Back into streaming. Got my channel back going again.
How was it?
I'm still working.
I saw what you put.
Still working on some kinks, but I figured it out. I have to actually export my fucking desktop audio as a channel itself, but
desktop audio. Yep.
And use it as the audio from that. So I kind of get where I went wrong, but I was able to get everything else going. The stream was fucking clear. You heard Toshi. The Discord conversation was clear.
Yeah.
The only thing that was missing.
I was streaming at the same time, so I had your volume down to not interfere, and I had showed up when I was listening. You weren't even playing yet, so like I couldn't even tell you if I heard the game or yet not. But I had you on my little corner right there, like like I was like CIA or something like that, you know? Yeah, and JM said too. But I
appreciate that definitely.
But I guarantee you, the whole thing with the fucking audio is something that we've all been through. Like, do we use the desktop audio or do we just use separate layers?
Solving the issue through Meld was a lot easier than solving the issue through OBS. I'm gonna say it right now. It was a quick fucking fix through Meld, which I was surprised about.
I actually got to piggyback off that because I just looked at OBS. Mm-hmm. OBS looks just like Meld now, and it works just like Meld now. So I'm starting to get a little confused.
Oh boy. No, but I like it. It was really easy to adjust. I finally figured out, so I'm gonna try another test stream, hopefully tomorrow, and get back in there and shit. But I've been having fun with this game. No More Room in Hell 2. It's definitely an experience for one, meeting these random fucking people in this game, because literally it pits you in an 8-person lobby. If you don't have a full group, you're grouped up with randos, and it gets fairly interesting to say the least. But it is extremely fucking fun. I got my daughter's boyfriend into it as well, so he's gaming with us too.
Good.
So really cool fucking experience, man. And I'm definitely digging the shit out of it, and I'm looking at delving even more into it, because this is the highest I've had one of my survivors, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna lose him soon. I could feel it. I could feel I'm gonna lose him soon, man, because it got really hairy yesterday.
That's where the story comes. Streamlabs OBS. No, Jam. I don't even know what Streamlabs looks like anymore. OBS barely has shit. I don't know. I just looked at it from someone else's screen the other day, and it looked completely different. But yeah, Gio, this whole section I have scripted for No Room in Hell 2 review. So whatever else you got in there, just throw it in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Definitely.
Can you play with 8 of your friends in the same lobby, or does it have to be like 4 of your friends and then 4 randoms?
Nope, you could play with a full fucking group of 8 of your friends. You could play with a group of 6 of your friends and random. Whoever you group up initially in your 8, because you have 8 slots to fill. If
whatever the fractions are, right?
Now, here's the other kicker. You have the option of removing autofill. So it'll just be you and whoever you have in your group. So
or
it'll be
by yourself.
Or by yourself as well. They do have a solo mode, which is pretty fucking cool. So it really
campaign. Is there a campaign within the story?
No, not really. Not really. Yeah, it's literally just deploy, fucking scrounge for loot, scrounge for fucking supplies, get as much fucking equipment as you can to survive, finish your objectives, and get the fuck out. Extract. Like, that's it. I don't know.
I like that.
Who the fuck is sending us out on these missions? Why we're out on these fucking missions? Where this company came from that's putting us out? Who the bitch on the fucking comm is talking to the entire? I don't know. None of these people.
So it's not like Arc Raiders.
No, it's definitely not like Arc Raiders, but it just throws you straight into the action, which is what I fucking love. When my daughter's boyfriend asked, about the game, and he immediately got home and he was like, "Oh, I'm doing the tutorial." First thing I told him is like, "Fuck the tutorial. You do not need the tutorial. It's basic fucking controls for any first-person shooter. It's just the game mode itself, like the mechanics of the game itself, make it interesting." I love the fact that you have to.
It gets old now. I wish more games, right? Like especially like a survival zombie game. Yeah. And I'm gonna say this because like the Arma and DayZ like controller schemes that they have. It's like the one button on your controller does like 5 different things depending how you press it, or if you hold like a bumper or something like that.
That's really weird.
But it gives you more options. You know what I mean? Like
I get it. Like if you hold right trigger with a bumper and then it's like
yeah, or something like that. You get like, you know, your flashlight turns red or something like that. I don't fucking know. Something in there, but I really feel like, especially a game like No Room in Hell 2 would like benefit from a mechanic like that where you have more options with the buttons, especially since it seems like there's so much going on in the game.
It really is. Like honestly, I could definitely say for a fact the game has a lot of bugs it needs to address in order to become a perfect, like, well, there's no such thing as a perfect game, let's be real. But in order to become like, you know, a really
We've been close.
We've been close, yeah, but we haven't really hit the mark yet. But in order for it to be like a better game, like a mechanic like that would immediately benefit. Definitely. And then, yeah, like not allowing him to look. That's another mechanic which was hilarious. JM was able to hop on and off a fucking train, like fucking
moving.
Like no, like a platform. Like, you know, the train platform. You got the rails on the bottom and up.
Yeah.
He had an electronic box which has some weight to it, and he's there trying to fucking. He was able to jump up and down with this box in his fucking hands. When it came down to getting up there with nothing in his hands whatsoever, he fucking couldn't do it. So he died on the tracks. It was pretty bad. It was fucking bad. Yeah, dude. So he died on the tracks.
Oh, so wait, is there a moving train?
No. You have to get on the train to extract.
The extraction train. Okay.
The train. There's a train extraction and a helicopter extraction. The helicopter will show up on a roof and fucking lay out its platform. You got to get in and shit. And while you're in, it gives you a timer as for the extraction. So zombies can still come up and get in the fucking chopper. So you have to fend it off and shit until everybody gets in.
But before that thing showed, I could get up and down, no problem. That's great. So, what was the question that I had? So, is there a timer for how long you could do these missions, these extractions?
No, you can. There is a timer if you pull off an early extraction. So, an early extraction you could pull off once you find, you know, a certain key card and so on and so forth. But for the most part, you're not timed in order to complete these objectives at all. You can literally pace yourself, explore the map and shit. Like it is really, I guess, lenient.
How big is the map?
It's big enough for Toshi to not fucking make his way to evac on time because he got lost.
How many characters has he lost?
I'm gonna say 2, maybe 1.
Two's too many. Two's too many.
We both lost one character I can attest for, because we were thrown into a mix where we grouped up with a good group of guys, and then they decided to go in hard mode. We had no idea. We just thought the difficulty was going to be higher. Yeah, we expected it. We didn't know that when we died, it was fucking permadeath. So the characters that we had been building from first starting to play, that were like
your gear and is there leveling up with the characters?
Yes.
So you lose that too. That's fucked up.
But
interesting.
The mechanics make it thrilling. Because even Carlos said on the fucking, well, you couldn't hear him on the stream, but Carlos said, he's like, yo, this game is pretty fucking scary. Like, it does catch you by surprise.
Multi-floor buildings that moving around around hard. That's pretty interesting. All right, so next review that we have, so it's like good. You had a review, I had a review, and then we have a review together after this. So yesterday, you know, my PC never has any strength when I'm trying to stream and play something on it, and I was trying to play some Ready or Not yesterday. Well, only because there was I was telling you this week how Arma messed up all the mods for the server that I'm in. Well, they're still bad. I can't. There's nothing. We can't do shit. And so we moved training to Ready or Not, right? Okay. Said, okay. I was streaming at the time. Fucking, I couldn't play for shit. Everything was lagging. I was like, I can't do this. I gotta go. So right after that, I saw you were streaming. I was like, well, I know I'm not gonna play this. What is JM gonna do? And I can't remember if it was. I think it was Rob. I think it was Rob, and he was just like, you should play Halo. And, the only way I have it was through the cloud. I'm not going to download it, but, I was curious enough about it that I said yes. And I got to try out some Halo Combat Evolved last night. And I got there's going to be like a double review because I played it on the Xbox Cloud service too.
Okay.
And so, and so did Diggs, actually. So Diggs did too. And I think the only negative experience he had was towards the end when he had lost connection.
Okay.
But other than that, everything was fucking smooth. Campaign is combat is the OG. Yes, combat is the OG. But first off, the way that they updated the game, it looks phenomenal. It literally looks phenomenal. It looks like JM had made a comment about how this is everything that he wished was in the show, and I think that we all share that same sentiment, especially when watching some of the previews from Campaign Evolved, right? So
anything done would have been better than the fucking show.
Dog, that movie by M. Night Shyamalan, The Village, which I hate a lot.
Yeah.
I thought that was better than this.
It was such a disappointment, especially like
that show was ass, dude.
Given how much lore behind the franchise, it was
games,
so
books,
ridiculous. They fucking missed the ball with it. Like it was so disappointing, extremely disappointing.
But they brought it back together with this, and this was on, and this is on the Unreal Engine, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Now, as I was playing on the cloud, I had phenomenal, performance. The quality was amazing. Only when the combat got absolutely heavy was when some of the lasers and stuff started to look a little pixelated. But it kind of looked cool at the same time. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, it was nice to look at because it was just a bunch of fire lasers that were pixelated. I was like, oh, okay, well, the cloud can't handle it, but it's nice to look at. And, but at that same time, I had no latency. There was no lag. There was no skipping. It was just the quality of that specific area just went down. And I was still able to play with no issue,
As long as my performance is still good, I'll give up quality for performance. I'm that asshole. Like I'm not. I don't worry about like the fucking like God Rain or Bloom or none of that shit.
Especially if we know the quality is going to come back.
Word. Oh yeah. What he said, they took the OG story from Combat Evolved and put so much more effort in the cinematic display of the cutscenes in Campaign Evolved, and also slightly changed some of the levels so it don't feel so rinse and repeat. That's a plus. That's a plus.
It is. Yeah, it just it felt fresh, it felt smooth. I really liked the way that the game played. I really liked how, like, when I was shooting, it just felt.
Is it crossplay?
Yes. Well, I'm playing it. It's on PlayStation. It just came on PlayStation, and it's also on the Xbox Game Pass and on Steam. So yes, because JM was playing it on PlayStation, and I was playing it on the Xbox Cloud, which is technically an Xbox console.
Technically, yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Things were on PC, and me and Rain were on PS5. All right, copy.
Yeah, but I will say the only thing that because we know what the game is. There's the predictability factor. That's the worst thing I could say about the game, but that's not even a bad thing about it, right? So it was good. It's very fun. So if anyone,
it's overtly familiar for fans of the franchise. So the predictability
and our old asses too.
Exactly.
Because it's the only ones who are actually super hyped about this game is old motherfuckers like us. You got some new generation gamers that are just like, yeah, let's do it. But then it's not the same. And now our together review, the Ghost Recon updates.
Okay.
Yeah, remake off of a classic. I was in 8th grade playing hours and hours of the OG. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the Ghost Recon updates, man. I know Toshi seems to be mad that we're not playing with him, But you know, it just so happens that we need our alone time too playing Ghost Recon, you know, because there are just some things that we can't do together because we complicate each other's missions sometimes.
Extremely different play styles. I'm very gung ho, and I've been admitted to it. You guys have called me out on it too many fucking times. I am the Leroy Jenkins of the group. I like throwing myself into the fucking fire like an asshole, and it usually.
But we need that sometimes, don't we?
It usually conflicts a lot of covert missions. I'm not very covert.
Well, I think it depends on the day, right?
Oh, she's an explorer. He wanders.
Yo, he gets mad at us. He's always like, yo, where are you guys? I'm like, you're the one that ran away in every game. We have footage of it. We have footage of it.
You are playing fucking No More Room in Hell 2. Me and fucking Carlos are fucking yards ahead with the rest of the group. He's still back there fucking searching through shit. I'm trying to get points. Like, bro, we gotta evac, homie. Like, we gotta go.
You'll get points when you extract, my guy. No, he's crazy with that. No, that's the one trait he has that it follows him in every single game that he plays. Like, straight up.
Dude.
Yeah, you know, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. You know, when you gotta go. So, like, I mean, you've gotten to play Ghost Recon on some of your time. I have too. What are your thoughts on this new update that they did, man? And then we'll get into the Predator.
It's fucking beautiful. I'm gonna say the least. What we imagined Ghost Recon to look like when we first initially played it years ago,
because weeks ago it looked like shit.
Yeah, but we had to literally use our imagination to really like immerse ourselves into this fucking heavily wooded jungle and shit. So, but now the way, I mean, they're using is it Unreal Engine 5?
No, it's let me look it up.
Well, whatever engine they're fucking using is incredible because they made that shit look beautiful. Like even the lighting, beautiful. The field, like the depth of the field.
It's Anvil Next. It's the Ubisoft engine, Anvil Next 2.0.
But that field of view is fucking gorgeous. Like,
bro, the field of view is insane.
Insane what they've done, bro. Like I'm in love with the overall scenic look that they've been able to pull off. Like they really made
frames.
Everything looks fucking rich.
They gave us a bunch of free shit too.
Yeah, I know. That was awesome. That was really fucking good.
Shit that I own on Xbox that I thought I was never gonna own again. I'm just like, yes, free
Welcome
stuff.
back.
Give it to me. It's like when I get a fucking new car on the GTA Plus. I'm like, oh, I've always wanted this one. You know.
I love that shit.
Yo, me too. I love free shit, man. And from what I hear, they're gonna do it again for Breakpoint next month. That they're gonna give us a bunch of free shit. And the rumor is, now take this with a grain of salt. It's just a rumor. I don't fucking know. Don't ask me. Apparently, they're bringing back the Terminators because there's been so much success with the Predator missions and people playing it so much, like. Which we can't even. We are getting our shit pushed in by Predator. If we had one more guy with us, more guy.
Predator is living up to his fucking name. There's no escaping him. There's no fucking escaping him.
We found some tricks though. What are some of the tricks that we found, Gio?
Well, use those fucking proximity mines. Use them all. Re up on them every fucking chance. As soon as you end up like. Running out of proximity.
You get a mine.
Three. Plant those first three off, run back to that box, get three more, plant those, go back, like rinse and repeat, and then just start fucking dodging. Because once he starts running through those mines and starts getting popped off every couple of minutes, he gets pissed. He gets so pissed, he starts letting off that fucking beam a lot. Like it's a cannon. And the cannon has an area of effect damage just as it's coming across. It doesn't have to hit you. It just has to fucking pass you. And you're done. You're fucking done. Like, it's insane what they did with this guy. Insane.
Oh, man. It's kind of like...
Fucking Yocha.
It's bewildering. It's bewildering, but yeah, very happy with the new Ghost Recon updates. And there's a new game in development, so if you haven't signed up for it, sign up for the Ghost Recon Insider Club. If you haven't, Gio, I'll send you the link so you can sign up for it. It's like exclusive news, and then an update to be able to play the playtest when it's available.
I'm with it.
You know, and speaking of playtest, I have to say, man, I had a bucket list moment that happened this week. So as you know, I can't talk much about it because of an NDA, but I've been playtesting a game called Rooted. Well, my name is officially in the credits.
Look at that. Look at that.
Bucket list moment, my guy. Bucket list moment.
Somebody actually knew Jonathan Firewolf. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess some of them didn't want to use their real names, but funny enough, I saw an old friend of ours' name in there too. Bear. I saw his name in the credits.
Oh wow!
And, yeah, and it just I had a little I think that might be the icebreaker right there. That's what me and my wife were saying. Yeah. But let's get into some news. And the first biggest topic that I want to talk about, and we've been holding off to this topic for a very long time, the GTA 6 Netflix reveal.
Yeah.
It is one of the most, it's like, in one, like, devil's advocate perspective, okay, kind of smart. In a business sense,
business-wise makes all the sense in the fucking world, given their relationship.
But dude, they paywall the gameplay reveal.
Who the fuck is gonna subscribe to Netflix for just one longer reveal of a game?
That's the problem. That's the thing. It happened.
That's insane.
Rockstar insiders are saying that they don't even have a word or a reaction of how or what's going on because it's gotten so intense. The Netflix subscriptions, the pre-orders, they're saying the numbers are like way above the word astronomical.
But then again,
go ahead.
If you're behind Rockstar, you're behind this fucking huge
machine,
atom bomb that exists within the gaming industry. You should have anticipated all of this. You should have, in fact, there should be, let me be fucking real. There's people that are hired to specifically allocate the numbers specifically for just in case situations. Like, hey, if our numbers hit this much, then we have to be prepared to do either A or B. If our numbers do not exceed this, we have to be ready to do either C or D. Like, what the like? This is where it's like I have a feeling they're playing stupid. They know what the fuck was gonna happen, and they're like, "Hey, and they're
setting new standards for the future."
Oh yeah.
How many more? We're gonna have fucking Hulu exclusive gameplay trailers revealed, or Disney Plus. Like is the Wolverine? Is the only way you're gonna be able to play Wolverine is if you have a Disney Plus subscription? Is this what we're getting to? You know what I mean?
I wouldn't put it past like something like that honestly happening, where it's like, all right, if you have a Disney Plus subscription, like. Connect it with your fucking PlayStation account or your Steam account or whatever the fuck, and you get an exclusive pack or a skin or whatever the fucking case may be, just based on the streaming service that you also have. But it also means you're going to be connecting a bunch of fucking applications and services together, which it's kind of sussy when you think about it. It's a little sussy.
What's the word that the kids use? Sussy baka?
Sussy baka? Is that a thing now?
Yeah,
I don't know about enough kids. You got youngsters. I don't.
Yeah, mine still live with me.
Exactly. Sussy Baka's a new one to me.
Yeah, but all in all, we are getting apparently an extended look could mean fucking anything. JM has said, like, it could be like the developers talking about the game. It could be a gameplay trailer. It could be a new trailer.
I feel like it's going to be a behind the scenes look at the development, at early development, and maybe a peek at gameplay. I feel like that's exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah, I think the more and more I hear you guys talk about like having like a developer like behind the scenes thing, the more I think about like how possible it could be, because I've been reading things that there's like 3 different episodes of content that's coming out with this. And I don't know what that means or what it could be, but we're gonna find out in 12 days. You know, we're gonna find out in 12 days, and it'll be at 3 p.m. I'm gonna put this shit up. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? We're gonna go up live and we're gonna watch it. You know, because I don't think that's fair. You know?
It's not fair. Absolutely fucking not. Because, dude, again, nobody. It's
everybody
ridiculous.
Why can't you put it on YouTube? I understand the business perspective of it, but why not? I know it's probably going to be on YouTube an hour after, but
if that. Seeing how fast people fucking throw up leaks and shit off like feature blockbuster films. I mean, you just heard what the hell happened with the whole Spider-Verse shit, the Beyond the Spider-Verse or whatever the fuck it was. Like, the producers came out and fucking, he was pissed. He's pissed. I heard in 145-minute show.
Yeah.
What for? What's it called? For
the Netflix GTA reveal.
For the GTA shit. 45-minute? Damn. That's lengthy.
I mean, it could be. It could honestly be anything. It could honestly be anything, dude.
It really could. It really fucking could. Maybe they'll do like a history of GTA. Like, that's their whole thing. They'll give you a rundown of every GTA game. It's like, and now we're here. It's what he said.
And then they're gonna tell us. And probably at the end of it, they're going to tell us that the game is delayed, like everyone wants it to be. So rejoice, rejoice! You asked for it. Here it is, spring 2028.
With X-Men feature.
Which I'm just saying, Monday for Morning Rips is going to be an awesome episode. Make sure you guys come through for that, because that shit's going to be crazy. Plus, there's no guarantee we will get gameplay. That was never officially said. Yeah, well, nothing was ever officially said. The only thing we know is that August 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern, we're getting an extended look at GTA 6. Whatever the hell that means, in whatever language or algorithm, Netflix is going to be broken that day, is what that means. So
pretty much. I'll wait the hour.
Yep. So here we go. So next, so Twitch users have started objecting to the site's use of their content being used to train generative AI models by default. The company posted a message via its support account on X on Wednesday, telling users that it had added a setting that lets you opt out of having your channel content used to train generative AI content models across Amazon. The message has resulted in backlash from users who don't want their content being used to train generative models, and who believe there should have been an option to opt in, instead of everyone being opted in by default until they realize it's happening and opt out. So to opt out, users have to go to their security settings on Twitch and turn off the option which says training for generative AI.
Yeah, it's the third option up from the bottom.
Yep, in an FAQ on Twitch's support page, it explains generative AI content models are AI tools that can help create or synthesize, there's the word, synthesize, content outputs like text or images when given instructions or prompts, because they are also trained on content. When you allow training, that means your content may be used for future generative AI model improvements. And an example of what happens when you allow your content to be used for training a generative AI content model is that your audio might help refine models that create speech to text, would help improve captions at Twitch, but would also help improve captions across Amazon. So I never got a contract to do subtitles for a company for their shit.
Absolutely.
That was not part of anything I ever signed. I never also signed up for having my content being trained for generative AI either.
No, I opted out as soon as I read the article on Thursday, because that's when the article got posted up. Thursday it went up, and as soon as I saw it, I went straight to Twitch just to like see if this was like legit, or if it was like a spoof. But
Kinda
no,
sneaky. It's kind of sneaky what they did, right?
Get a notification. We didn't get an email. Like nothing. Nobody was notified whatsoever. To say that you're automatically fucking like active in this practice, and now you have the choice to opt out. Like, no, we should have had the choice to opt in. I agree.
Exactly. And you know, I was talking to JM earlier about it too. He said the exact same thing, and that's the point. Like, when did we start lose? I feel like that's like kind of like a right being taken away from us, right? In a way, and it's almost like AI has all these loopholes that they could just.
It's called being intrusive, extremely intrusive. Like now you're taking liberties and permissions with a product of mine without any of my saying. And it's kind of the same thing that was happening with music. With Estepario, he was talking about the same thing. He didn't ask permission, but he had to go on a list and find out that his content was being utilized to train AI. Like, nah, it should not fucking be. Absolutely not.
Someone who willingly goes onto ChatGPT and puts their email in there and signs up with their email, that's on that person, you know, that's on them. And they know they once you, and especially, and this is not just for ChatGPT, but pretty much for almost everything that you sign up for now, because everything has fucking AI now. When you go into a website and it tells you, oh, this and that.
If you open a browser, Gemini, fucking whatever the case may be, it exists. It's already there.
Gemini was kind of forced upon us too, if you think about it, because we've been using the Google search engine since we were kids, you know, and even before that, we were using Ask Jeeves, and then kind of like Gemini, just kind of like, I never realized that when it started giving us answers that was like the Gemini. I was like, wait a minute,
like, how do you know things? How do you know things before I tell you them?
Like you're just supposed to give me links. Like you're not supposed to give me information.
Way more work than you should be. Motherfucker.
Yeah, very weird. But yeah, this is like a very sneaky thing that happened, and like you said, man, you know, immediately, you know, taken out, because who wants that kind of stuff? That kind of stuff is something that is by choice, and honestly, I think you should get paid for. You know what I mean? Like that's your shit. Like you through content in order to train your product. Like, no, that means you're gonna benefit from that product that is being more
trained.
Than I will
benefit. Fuck you. Absolutely not. You kiss my shit.
I make $9 a fucking month. All right, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. But yeah, man, that's a crazy one, and I do apologize because you did put this in the thing, and I missed it. Because you know what happened.
I'm just glad that everybody was fucking able to catch it, because it's a risk to us.
Because JM called me this morning, and he was like, "Did you see what Twitch did?"
Dude,
what?
That was one of the first things that came up on MSN, because I have it like specified to either gaming or streaming or shit like that. So I have like specific news that pops up. That was the first article that came up Thursday, and I was like, holy shit, like that's pretty big. I even put like asterisk. I was like, this is. And you want to
know something? I didn't even notice it. Like, well, I noticed the article. Like, I just, you know, because there's so many. It's just I hate
that there's no fucking thumbnail to those links.
I gotta investigate that, because even when we do, like, I do our scripted document, like for our document, like the MSN like doesn't show up, and I'm just like, you motherfucker, like what do you do in MSN? You fucking assholes.
Fucking weird.
Now, now this is not an affiliation or a sponsorship, but for those who use Elgato Studio just released a new open beta now, right? And for those who use their products, like their microphone, their teleprompter, which I really want their teleprompter, but it's $300, and it's like, yeah, it's like this big, useful, right? Because useful, but
I can't.
$300 is a lot of fucking money for that thing, man.
Yeah, fuck that. We'll go back and use flashcards like they did in fucking Mad TV, dude. Like, just drop.
Yeah, dude. But the Elgato Studio has this new thing where it has this feature where it has a teleprompter, but the teleprompter rolls with your voice, so it goes by your speed. So, like, you know how a teleprompter goes up and down? Well, now you can connect your mic into this Elgato Studio so that you're able to time your scripts a little bit better. So if you stop, the scroll stops.
Oh.
So it uses your voice. So I think it's a very useful tool. And anyone who is like into content creation and wants to do stuff like that, I would suggest checking out the Elgato 2.0 Studio.
Like broadcast tool or filming tool, to be honest. Having a teleprompter is always a good tool. Love that shit. It's not like us. We free ball on here. All free ball.
Yeah. All right. So next one is this is interesting, and we're gonna talk more about this on Monday because there was a Simpsons reveal for the next movie at D23 yesterday. And Gio, do me a favor, and when you guys have a chance, look for it. It's fucking hilarious, and you would appreciate the unfinished art too. So there's a beauty in it. It is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen with The Simpsons. But we're back, baby. We're gonna talk about that Monday. But Matt Groening said Simpsons Hit and Run is coming back in some form.
Wow.
Yes, he said yes, at least as far as the mind behind Springfield and the Simpson family is concerned. Vivendi Games and Radical Entertainment's classic 2000s video game spinoff will finally soon let players get behind the wheel again. He shared his comments during the Simpsons panel at Disney fan event D2326, but it sounds like maybe he should have pumped the brakes when it came to any announcements for the Simpsons Hit and Run. He said, in quote, "I think the original game is coming back in some form." And just as Groening let it slip that the Grand Theft Auto inspired game was coming back, current series showrunner Matt Stillman stepped in saying, "Or not."
Yeah, right. He tried to cover that up real quick.
So was this a premature announcement, or does Groening have it all wrong? It's difficult to say for now, but when the creator of the franchise of the game is based on the Simpsons Hit and Run is making some sort of return, it's hard not to raise an eyebrow, right? Like, one of the best games I've ever played in my life, is it not?
Absolutely. Extremely fucking fun game. Even if you're not a fan of The Simpsons, it was extremely fucking fun.
That's a 4K remake we need yesterday, okay?
Agreed.
We'll skip that story. That one's not really that important. Okay, this is an interesting one, okay? And this is going to be a nice little transitional story, too. So Starfield may have hidden the title of the new Elder Scrolls game in Starfield.
How?
So in the game, there is in Starfield, when you're making your character, in the bottom, there's like an ID number.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at this. So apparently this has been hiding in plain sight the whole time, Gio. And it now other like what's it say here? Now one of the developers kind of let slip that this is true and that the next game for Elder Scrolls is called Sentinel. And that it's been hiding here the whole time. So what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, it's interesting. It's very interesting, to say the least. So this is the I guess the number that comes up for every player's created character.
Yep. Yep.
And it's interesting. It's definitely pretty cool. I just don't. I'm not sure. I don't know where the tie-in is with the word.
Same.
I like, that's where I'm like, unless it means like who the next protagonist is, Because for me, anything Elder Scrolls related is always has to do with like a Dragonborn or some shit.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's strange.
Now, here it is. One former Bethesda designer with major ties to the Elder Scrolls confirmed that Sentinel will be the game's subtitle. And in response to a post on Reddit suggesting that Sentinel is the official title for the Elder Scrolls 6, Michael Kirkbride responded very simple, yep. Despite no longer working at Bethesda, Kirkbride is one of the pivotal developers behind the Elder Scrolls as a franchise whole, and undoubtedly already knows what the next entry will be called. As such, his word carries more weight with that than perhaps the Starfield Easter egg even does. So we'll just have to wait and see.
I guess, yeah.
And transitioning into more Bethesda news. I got to get the picture up because this is absolute fucking bonkers, my guy. Do you remember anything about this story, Gio?
Yeah. The visit from president of Xbox, welcomed with a group of red flags and a giant rat and a bunch of fired laborers. Yep. Hell of a welcoming party, I'll say that much.
Yep. And now, when I first saw this article, I thought it was the rat from the Rat Radio.
It kind of looks like it, yeah.
You know the fucking rat that they always bring into the fucking supermarket and shit?
Yep.
The one that you called out for for not understanding cultures.
It's true though.
So I swear to God, I almost kind of think it's the same inflatable rat.
I think it is. I think it's just a model. It's just painted differently.
Yeah. So the large expandable rotor is the work of the CWA union, whose workers include current, former, and Bethesda staff enraged by Microsoft's recent mass layoffs, and former employees who carpeted the street outside Bethesda's building with hundreds of red flags. One of every staff member laid off by Microsoft over the past 12 months. And not yesterday, but this day, Xbox boss Asha Sharma enthusiastically confirmed she had seen a live playthrough of Bethesda's highly anticipated RPG, and even teased its under wraps subtitle. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Sharma made no mention of the enormous rat outside, though. The scale and grandeur are incredible, referring to the Elder Scrolls 6, and the story is even greater.
No, they're referring to the rat.
Now, during this little protest, people were chanting, "Who's the rat, Microsoft?" can be heard in the background. So yeah, this was a very interesting event. Would have been nice to be there too, right?
I mean, yeah, as press. There's nothing else. Just press.
Just press. Oh man! All right, Gio. Well, talk to us about our friends at Hemper.
Ooh, you already know the deal with fucking Hemper.co. Hemper.co holds it the fuck down when it comes to all your fucking smoking accessories. Talking about bongs, fucking bangers to go with your bongs, fucking bowls to go with your bongs, fucking all kinds of fucking decorative bullshit to put on your goddamn bongs. If you don't think the bongs are decorative enough, and trust me, they're decorative enough. Monthly themed bongs, every month a different fucking theme, a different bong to select from. They always have every fucking bong from previous months in their catalog that you can check out at Hemper.co. So do yourselves the favor, check it out, bro. Subscribes to one of 3 fucking tiers today, and be sure to use code BRVG when you check out. Holy shit, I'm fucking stoned. I just realized it. God damn. But yeah, man, definitely do yourselves the favor. Use the code, get an awesome fucking discount, and save yourself the little bit of change, and then buy yourself a fucking a wrap with it or something. I don't fucking know. But yeah, do it. Shut up there.
Go buy yourself a wrap with it. All right, so I had realized that we didn't spin the wheel last week, so I got something for us. So last week, 2 weeks ago. So make sure you have the wheel ready and spit on that thing for our. But we're gonna do. I have a quick thing for you that I think you guys are going to appreciate.
Sure.
Okay, what happened?
He said spit on it. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you got to throw a little bit of that thing on it, man.
It's not the Austrian.
Okay, so we're gonna go through a quick little list of 10 pieces of forgotten gaming tech. Okay. Yes, you're gonna like this. So we're gonna start off with this one real quick, and we're gonna start off with the PlayStation Pocket Station. Do you remember this? Because I don't.
It looks like a fucking Tamagotchi.
It does. It was released in 1999 on the Pocket Station.
Didn't Dreamcast have something similar to this?
Yeah, their memory card. Wasn't their memory card like that?
Something like that. I don't know. I know the remote had that fucking space in it with the screen space, and you put something in there that had the screen attached to it. It looked like this fucking thing.
Released in 1999, the Pocket Station was a weird half PS1 memory card reader and half handheld console with 5 buttons, 4 of which were the D-pad, and its function was simple. Insert a PS1 memory card with data from a select number of games, and it would load up little mini games based on the PS1 game. Have you ever wanted to play the boulder lever from Crash Bandicoot on a tiny 32 by 32 monochrome LCD screen? Why do you not have better things to do? This was in response to the popularity of those Geopets.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the fucking Tamagotchis. Jesus Christ.
Right.
That's crazy.
Now the next one is the Sony Bravia KDL 22PX 300.
That's a hell of a fucking name. Just call it the PSTV, bro. That's just, they could have dumbed this all down. PSTV.
So this was a TV Sony released in 2010 for $200, and it wasn't a bad piece of kit either. It had a 22-inch 720p display, and it featured 4 HDMI ports, 3 US. Yeah, right. I wish.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
I fucking wish.
Now.
We only get 1 or 2 at the most now.
If we're happy enough. Yo,
yeah, it's insane.
This is fucking crazy.
Wait, it gets better. 3 USB ports plus VGA and components inputs, as well as a built-in Freeview tuner and an Ethernet connection, allowing the TV to access YouTube and other services that were available at the time.
What year was this?
2010.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, we were still poor. But the thing is, this is not number 9 because it's not why it's on the list. No,
Smart TV before smart TVs.
The reason why the X300 is on the list is because it had a freaking PlayStation 2 built inside of it.
Yeah,
that was the thing, which is incredible. Yeah, if a bit odd seeing as then much more powerful PlayStation 3 had been out for a full 4 years at that point. Now, I don't know what Sony were doing when they came up with this, but I would be 100% down for them to do it again.
Yes, I agree. This is legendary status right here. That's fucking awesome.
Yep, here we go.
What the fuck? That looks like a capture card with a fucking mixer attached.
God, you hit the button so well, but this is the Nintendo Color. This is the Nintendo Color TV game. Okay, so the appropriately named Color TV game 6, the 6 making it very clear that it was the first console. The 6 actually refers to the amount of variations of light tennis, aka just a Pong knockoff, that was loaded into this console. The TV game 6 was released in 1977 exclusively in Japan and sold over 1 million copies. And its sequel, aptly titled The Color TV Game 15, was released just a week later to further the confusing titles.
That's fucking sick.
That'd be a nice little thing to have on the shelf, right?
That's just like for novelty use. Like that looks fucking cool. That's crazy. I've never seen that before in my life.
So this I've never seen this in my life.
No.
What the fuck is this?
Wait. Isn't that fucking... Is that Robbie?
Yeah,
It's fucking Robbie.
it is. You know about Rob. Okay.
So what? Robbie Nintendo? Well, what did he do here?
So remember, we're talking about 10 forgotten pieces of gaming tech.
I forget this motherfucker. Robbie, bro.
So his name was the Robotic Operating Buddy, and it just isn't a Smash Brothers character that nobody plays. He was an actual toy you could control with your NES controller at the time. Now, what actually happened was that he would watch your TV and follow the on-screen instructions to move his arm or pick something up. And I'm not sure what would have happened if you put cartoons in front of him. Maybe he would have gained sentience or exploded, or maybe nothing would have happened. But unfortunately, ROB was built to fail. He was released in 1985 in Japan, in the US, and in 1986 in Europe. And he was mostly just a gimmick to try and boost the sales of the NES in America by making it look like a toy. But once Nintendo had gained the foothold in the Western market, he was promptly and unceremoniously discarded like a used tissue.
Wow. That's fucked.
Yep. It's a sad story.
Cool, because this is like where the inspiration for Herbie came from.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Now, here comes something that I actually found out about recently. Now, this is have you ever seen this?
That's a sewing machine.
Yeah, the Nintendo Jaguar.
Wait. It's attached to a sewing machine?
Yep.
Okay,
Well,
what is device purpose?
So the sewing machine, it was like a special edition sewing machine that came with the Game Boy.
So why do you plug the sewing machine into the Game Boy?
Yeah, so the game was let me read this. It was released in the 2000, but the only game that worked with the machine was released in 2001, and that game was called Mario Family, and it contained 32 patterns that players could replicate using the sewing machine. Now, considering the timing of the technology being used, the system was impressive, allowing players to change the color of each individual component of the design, or possibly using primitive editing skills, create your own. But as you can probably tell by the lack of a Switch compatibility sewing machine, this accessory didn't kick off at all. These are extremely rare and very sought out for. And funny enough, you might be able to find this at a flea market somewhere for like $50 because it's so old. The person probably had. Yeah. But what are your thoughts on this? This is cool.
I'm a little lost on the fucking fin up top. Like, it makes me feel like I should throw this in a fucking swimming pool.
That's the cover. That's the cover open.
Oh, it looks like a fin. Like, this is going straight into a swimming pool. I'm testing the aerodynamics on this thing immediately.
Yeah, now I've never seen a blue one. I've seen the red one, but pretty cool.
That's
but
pretty
Nintendo's always done weird shit. They had the camera, and then you could print with the camera too, and all that stuff. You know,
Yeah, they had the Game Boy thing that you could print with. Like, you attach the shit to your printer to the Game Boy, whatever you did. You could print that shit right out.
Yep. All right, next one. Gio, don't throw up with this one, okay? This one is called the Sega AI Computer.
Wait. What?
This was a computer system released by Sega in 1986, exclusively in Japan, because Japan got most of the weird technology that's been released. Although selling poorly, the system was apparently considered to be ahead of its time. The system seemingly only played educational games that ran off Sega cards, and the same type of cards used by Sega consoles that were released at the time in this game, and the cards came with an overlay mat that you would place onto the machine, meaning each game would have different controls. And honestly, there isn't much to say about the Sega AI computer other than it's sold poorly, and there seems to be very little detail about the machine recorded in English, which may show you how good an educational device it was.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they were talking about this stuff right before the Terminator came out, man. Golly. This is one I've never seen either.
Is that a fucking gaming chair?
It's the Sega Action Chair.
The Sega Action. Hang on, I got a big screen. My shit. Mega Drive Master System Action Chair.
Yeah.
It does not look comfortable.
What is this? Was this supposed to move?
Let me read this. So yes, it says, yes, you read that right. This chair was a controller, not a chair with a controller attached to it. No, this was a chair that controlled the game, released as a peripheral for the Sega Mega Drive in 1992 for $100.
You fucking kidding me?
Did you get to sit in it, JM?
JM, did it swivel?
It looks like it swivels or it rocks, right?
Yeah, but the arms and shit look locked.
Okay, so it says that the action chair featured a movable chair. There you go.
Oh,
Where the movements were mapped to the D-pad of a Sega Mega Drive controller, which means that lean the chair left and the chair will go left. Lean the chair right and the character will also probably go left because it's a freaking chair. Not to mention the fact that this is word for what this article is saying.
I get it. And it makes logical fucking sense, yes.
He said because it's a freaking chair, not to mention the fact that while you're leaning to try and move your character, you will also be trying to not fall out of your uncomfortable looking chair. Yes, but it sucked. It only worked for like 3 or 4 games. Interesting.
Damn.
$100 at the time.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
All right. No. Oh, whoops. Okay, number 3. The Sega Activator.
This I remember.
Yes, I remember this one.
This I remember.
So this in the early 90s, Sega was working on a virtual reality system that was apparently too realistic. What? So they scrapped it and instead released a motion controller in 1993. But unlike Nintendo with a silly glove, Sega instead opted for an octagonal ring.
Silly glove. Fuck you.
Yeah, I like the glove. I would.
Glove is rich, bro. I don't give a shit.
If I had a power glove, I would walk around with that shit everywhere, like I was fucking Thanos. All right,
gauntlet, bro.
Yo, for real. They opted for an octagon ring that you would stand in, and the ring would use infrared beams to interpret player movement. Oh yeah, Nintendo's Power Glove or something like that. Yep.
Yeah, the Power Glove.
Now, the fighting game genre was about to experience something unlike anything before, except, of course, it wouldn't, because fighting games are about reaction times, and pushing a button is definitely faster than flailing about desperately in 17 directions to try to do a Hadouken.
What are you doing, baby? I'm trying to do Chun-Li's kick.
Hi, I'm trying to do Tai Chi, okay? Let me be. But you just kicked the TV off the counter.
No, I don't understand. Like, how would it tell, like, what was a foot and what was a hand?
It says it here. It says, unsurprisingly, the device was terrible at detecting the user's movements, and it also didn't work if you didn't have a flat ceiling, but still probably about as good as the Power Glove.
A flat ceiling? Were you supposed to hang this up or fucking stand in the middle of it? What the fuck? Make sure you got a flat ceiling, but put it on the floor.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. This is why we prefer the Power Glove. Assholes.
Yeah. Now, this one, the Famicom 3D system. Do you remember this one?
Famicom.
The only game I've ever enjoyed that kind of movement was Wii Bowling, other than that controller or mouse and keyboard all day. Listen, those Wii games are fucking dope.
Fun.
Listen, those Wii games are fucking great. There's this one game I have. There's this one game that I have on the Switch. It's called the 52 Worldwide Games, and it's got bowling, which I'll beat your ass in any day.
Sure.
It's also got pool, chess, checkers, blackjack, poker, backgammon, all the old people name games and stuff like that.
God damn, dude.
But this right here, I don't know much about this, but this is the Famicom 3D system, and it's Nintendo's first and second worst foray into 3D gaming.
That's
Now the
insane.
3D
Because I remember Nintendo VR, which was almost
Yes,
like
and I remember
that
the virtual. Are you talking about the Virtual Boy?
yeah, that one.
The thing that fucking gave people fucking headaches?
Because it was a red. It felt like you were looking through Cyclops' eyes.
You know
the
they
entire
brought it.
time.
You know they brought it back, right?
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, they brought it's a brand new one for the Switch that you put your Switch in there, and if you have like the Switch Online subscription or if you pay for the Switch Virtual Boy games, you could play it just like the old days, except now they say actually no, it's the same uncomfortable because it's still on that fucking stick.
Oh God, no.
But they have a cardboard version now that you could wear. Yeah. But yeah. So what's weird is that the technology used is not dissimilar to the method used for old 3D movies with the red and blue paper glasses, which coincidentally was the method used in America for the 3D games instead of the headset, which I just found that out today too, just now as I was reading it. And it's fascinating to read how it worked. Essentially, the game would flicker between two images and the headset would block out the eye that corresponds to the image, which that's crazy. This would happen at such a rate that there wouldn't be any flicker and the 3D image would be made. However, as you can expect, the 3D system did not sell as well, as it would cause motion sickness both in people wearing the goggles, but also people looking at the screen with the naked eye. But at least it wasn't their worst attempt at 3D. Now, our last one, this thing is insane, and I'm hoping that you've seen this before.
That PlayStation?
This was the Sony Nintendo PlayStation SNES CD. I feel like this is this type of shit caused the death of Sega. Yeah, I feel like this type of shit caused the death of Sega as a powerhouse in the gaming industry. They kept trying to do similar shit like this. They didn't sell, and Sega didn't have the cash burn like Nintendo did. This is true. Now I thought this was probably the most well-known entry on the list, but I must be wrong because Gio, you look surprised that you've never seen this before. This was an actual real product that was put out for a very short time. But it's very forgotten, as you can tell. But this was its first attempt at gaming hardware was actually so this was before the PS1. Like this was Sony's first attempt at the gaming hardware was actually a collaboration with Nintendo, resulting in the Super NES CD-ROM, which was basically just a Super NES with a CD drive glued onto it. And it was planned to be an add-on for the original SNES and a hybrid console for Sony called the PlayStation. Catchy name, right? Which is a weird fact when you think about it, but it would be like if Marvel's first comic was just Batman with a mustache. However, this relationship didn't last, and an argument broke out between Sony and Nintendo about who would receive the profits from the games on the CDs. Sounds kind of crazy, right? So instead, Nintendo broke off the arrangement and made a deal with then Sony rival Philips to develop a CD adapter for the SNES. And Sony, on the other hand, took the PlayStation name and branding and developed their own console, which managed to sell twice as many units as the Super Nintendo, which in the business world is referred to as a fuck you move. So this right here, Gio, if you've never seen this, I implore you to look this up because this is very cool. Interesting fucking hardware here. But there you have it. You know, yeah, Nintendo just wanted to steal Sony's technology. That's why Sony split and Philips couldn't create anything close to the PlayStation. Well, Philips was great at making stereos, right?
Yeah, got some great stereo systems.
Man, and speakers.
Big booms.
The Philips Magnavox. But guys, thank you so much for coming to another episode of Bong Rips and Video Games. We are back and we're back on schedule. We thank you guys so much. You guys are fantastic. Not many major announcements, but make sure you join us on Monday because Monday we're going to be breaking down the good stuff that happened at D23, like the X-Men reveal, the Doomsday trailer, Ahsoka season 2 and The Simpsons. So make sure you join us on Monday when we talk about that and probably other more shenanigans.
Which was really interesting.
Which one?
Vision Quest?
Vision Quest. Oh, yo, we back, baby. I actually kind of think that Vision Quest is going to be like one of the last shows that they're doing, but we'll talk about that Monday. Gio, thank you so much. It feels good to be back in the fucking wagon. It's like drinking. It's like being an alcoholic and then being sober and then drinking again. We're back on the wagon like Brad Pitt, baby. So let them know what to do, Gio.
Oh my God! Listen, man. We're gonna tell you exactly what to do, and there's only one way to really prove that we're back, and that's to grab our handy dandy wheelio.
Yep.
So, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. It's our favorite fucking time of the show. Not yet. I didn't say spin it. It's our favorite time. Look, see, that's how excited we are. It's been so long. It's been so long. But it's time to spin that wheel. Let's go.
You fucking beat me to the fucking button.
That's because I'm on fucking point today, baby.
Again, you can take that off.
Most what?
I thought it landed on the. Oh, never mind. Oh.
All right, here we go. What makes a horror game scary?
Ooh. I think we're going to need digs for this one.
I mean, I'm a fan of horror games. I love me a good fucking horror game. But yeah, I think if we could get digs on the show, it'll make it a more interesting conversation because Diggs is kind of like our resident horror buff. So I'd like to get him on if he can. It would be really fucking cool. Diggs, fucking do it.
Good, yeah, he said it. Good luck getting him on at 7 p.m. Yep, that is something. Yeah, so that's a good topic. That's a good topic. All right, fantastic. I can't wait. That's going to be a good one. We're going to be jump scares, jump for our jump scareaholics and stuff like that. So,
see if I could get some footage of some scary gaming. Try to compile something.
I have some of our old stuff too. So.
We need some new stuff. And something like the game that I'm currently playing, No More Room in Hell 2, has definitely had some jump moments where I'm cursing myself out.
Remember too, if you're not streaming, right? You could always have the OBS running and have it get clips for you. So you can get some clips offline too. You know, just have like a hotkey ready to go so you could press it. Boom. You know? Got you, man.
Thank you. That's a damn good idea. Like that.
Hell yeah! Just you got to get it going. Got to get it going. But yeah, go ahead, bro.
I like that shit, yo. I like pushing buttons, dog. So if I can find a hotkey button, I'm gonna push that motherfucker.
Hotkeys are great.
Button. Yeah, hotkeys are definitely fun. I use a lot of hotkeys with Photoshop. It's so easy to get work done with hotkeys. Woo, hotkeys! But guys, you already know what time it is. It's that time of the fucking show where I have to bid you adieu, along with my comrade Clean Sanchez here. But be sure to catch us Monday morning, 10 Eastern. We will be right back here, same bat channel, same bat place to talk D23 and a bunch of other fucking goodies to go along the way. But holy shit, man. What a fucking week, man. I mean, we came back from morning rips, but we took a nice break after the annual, and it felt good. It felt good. We got a lot of gears going, a lot of productive ideas in the fucking works, which I'm really excited to get fucking into, man. Like really fucking excited. A lot of filming ideas, a lot of writing that needs to get done, a lot of steps that need to get taken in order to reach the goal that we're working on, man. Sanchez, you're going to be going to fucking school very, very fucking soon.
We got a couple weeks.
Very fucking soon. I'm really excited for you to take that fucking journey. And then the big day's coming up for me and the fiance very fucking soon. So planning for that is already in the works. So
dude, the fall's going to be fire, man.
No, it's going to be packed. It's going to be fucking packed. But it's all about that, guys. It's literally all about creating moments, man. Forcing those moments to fucking happen as best as you possibly can. Make those moments happen as best as you can. Even if it's not fucking perfect. Just the bare minimum. Whatever satisfies you in that moment, fucking do it, God damn it. And like I like to say, you know, as long as you're not hurting somebody or, you know, getting, you know, putting your fork in somebody else's fucking road, it's okay. It's okay, man. You're allowed to fucking do what you need to do to be fucking happy. We're allowed to be fucking happy, okay? We're allowed to be happy, and the best way to fucking be happy is to keep yourself in that mode. And there's ways to do that. There's activities you can do. There's fucking gaming. There's fucking swimming. There's whatever the hell you need to fucking get it done. Draw. Fucking start writing. Do what we're doing, man. Fucking think of an idea. Now. Put it down on fucking paper. See what you could create out of it, man. The possibilities are fucking endless. The options are also fucking endless.
Can I piggyback?
Piggy!
What's one thing that every single person has that they use every day?
Their brain?
They don't use their brains, Gio. Come on.
Not all of them, no. Their lungs.
Their phone. Their phone.
I was getting too specific.
Yeah, their phone, okay? Take some pictures. Go out there and take some pictures.
That's another idea. Oh, yeah. Pictures, film, you know, dude. If content is what fucking, you know, fills your void, do that too. Whatever the hell it is. It's just to deter you from fucking getting stuck in your head. And getting stuck in your head is where, you know, a lot of the bad things get stirred up. Like, they get stirred up, you start fucking coming to conclusions that make no fucking sense because you have no other direction to go in. That's where the distractions come into play, and that's where your support system comes into play. So, if you got people around you that you can talk to, reach out to them. Talk to them. Let them know that something's troubling you. Let them know that things aren't going your way. Let them know that fucking, you know, that shit is just not going fucking right. And be open. Be very open. You are, like, as much as you would like to vent and let everything out, you also have to be willing to accept what comes with that as well. If you want to be open and open up to people, you have to take what they say into consideration as well. If you can't do that, then communication is it. That's where you got to start building and start working on that fucking skill. Because communication is a skill that everybody should have. Though especially nowadays where, you know, the sensitivity factor has gone fucking awry. So knowing how to properly communicate it, you know, depending on your circumstance, the situations, the scene that you're in, whatever the case may be, you have to know how to fucking communicate, especially when it comes to your emotions and your thoughts, man. You have to know how to communicate, and you also have to know how to receive, to reciprocate as well. So keep that in mind. And also, if you don't have fucking people around you that you can talk to, that you don't feel comfortable enough to communicate with or express enough with, dial 988 right fucking now. 988. Do it. These are professionals that have been assigned to fucking help you guys 24/7. 24/7, they're available to you. So use that to your advantage. Definitely give them a fucking ring-ting-ting-a-ling if you feel oh so inclined to do so, but hopefully you have a strong enough support system behind you that you don't have to go that far. Because we give a fuck about you, and the people around you give a fuck about you, whether you see it or not. So take that in. Smoke it in your fucking pipe. Woo! Let's set off Saturday fucking night with a blast! So guys, please do us the favor, do yourselves the favor, do the world the favor, and do everybody that loves you the favor. Stick the fuck around.
Yeah. Peace out, motherfuckers.